Absolutely. It has been around for 51 years, and since August we relaunched the new hotel, the Mira, with a completely new transformed look and feel. Absolutely.
You're talking about the look and the feel, but behind all that is a design and a new concept, and through that, not necessarily a new identity, but a revitalized one. Tell us a bit about the design.
Well, the design, I mean, really it was a design that we feel reflects the pulse of the city of Hong Kong much better. If you look at the hotel landscape in Hong Kong, it's quite traditional, quite opulent, quite lush, etc. And we wanted to reflect something that is much more Hong Kong, much more dramatic, much more vibrant, dynamic, etc. And also something that you would find in most other cities, actually, much more lifestyle-oriented, design-oriented. And it was actually quite hard to find that in Hong Kong. So we really kind of looked at what the market needed and what was missing in Hong Kong and kind of reflected that. And obviously, to start with, we came up with a DNA, a philosophy, and the design very much reflects that philosophy and DNA in terms of, design-focused, very contemporary, stylish, and people who really are seeking out this kind of lifestyle as well.
One of the hallmarks, I think, of this hotel, having walked through it, is not so much that it's another chain hotel. In fact, there are lots of little corners, and they all have these one-off pieces, whether they be installations or furniture or just the feel of that particular space.
Yeah, that's very true, actually, because we although there is a certain line that runs through the entire hotel, and you find certain elements that reoccur in different forms and shapes, we did try to give every little space its own unique character, and that reflects certain elements of what the purpose is of the design, actually. But yeah, that's a very good observation.
Another thing which is new about the Mira Hong Kong is not just its lobby and its rooms and its fitness center and its swimming pool, but also its very exciting new and fresh partnership with Perspective magazine in launching the 5th anniversary of the Perspective Awards. Tell us more about your involvement. Why did you decide to get involved, and what's really in it for the hotel?
Well, I mean, first of all, the Perspective Awards already last year, but it was for me the first time I followed it. I think they attract an amazing audience. They involve fantastic, very creative people, and people who actually have very much the same frame of mind as our guests, actually, who are we attracting, and very design focused, innovative, interested in new things and change. So we felt there's great synergies in that, and I think Perspective is actually doing a fantastic job of combining all these things, plus actually, awarding creative people for fantastic work, and we felt that is a really, really worthy cause to be involved in. And of course, in terms of what's in it for the hotel, we are talking to the same kind of people, what we call sort of the ideas class. And if you with your product can convince the ideas class, you usually have a lot of people following that kind of crowd, and so for us it's very important to kind of convince that market and those people.
One of the other exciting parts of your sponsorship is not just the sponsorship of the event as a whole, but also your particular focus on the student awards.
Yeah, this is really a bit of a history of the company and our owners, the Lee family, actually, who are great supporters of, students, of education, who sponsor, an enormous amounts of money for education and for actually supporting young talents, etc. And so this felt like a fantastic fit to actually support, young talents in the design industry, actually, and encourage them to kind of do more and be innovative and be creative and work on these different elements and really kind of aspire to do more. And then hopefully, who knows, we are in planning to do a lot more projects. Hopefully we find some talents for ourselves which we can recruit and actually work with them in the future.
That's the idea, isn't it?
Of course, there's a lot of design around, and actually, if you go around the world, a lot of design is kind of repetitive. And I think there's a lot of new talents out there who actually have very fresh ideas, but they don't get the exposure. And it's certainly an area to look at, absolutely.
And just wrapping up, use the keywords like to aspire, creativity and innovation. So as you look into the future, and because your own restoration or renovation isn't quite completed yet here at the Mira, what can we look forward to?
There's a lot more to come. I mean, we have 2 more restaurants to come. We have a roof garden with an outside lounge to come, a Western Chinese restaurant, a big spa development, and a whole bunch of other things which we'll launch as they come, so we won't spoil the surprise. But it's not finished yet, and there's a lot more to come.
So obviously still growing, still evolving. We're very excited to see that, as we're very excited to see this new partnership between the Mira and Perspective magazine. Thank you very much, Dirk.
Thank you very much, James. Thanks.